the person that made me fall in love with basketball, that I grew up idolizing, wanting to be just like, now I'm in the gym with him and he's trying to help me out. It just gave me chills.
If I'm Jayson Tatum, I'm looking at ways to improve my game. I'm really good at posting up. I'm really good in isolation. I'm really good at creating opportunities. But where I could get better is the opportunities to catch and shoot.
Kobe Bryant was right about Jayson Tatum, but greatness had a price.
With 6:45 remaining, Tatum drives down and throws it down! Wow!
Before Jayson Tatum ever averaged 30 points in a season, before Banner 18, before the parades, the trophies, the finals MVP debate, Kobe Bryant asked him a question that cut through all of it. How much are you willing to give up to be great? Kobe Bryant said that to a 20-year-old Jayson Tatum in a gym with nobody watching. Nobody outside those walls understood what that question was really asking. Tatum didn't fully understand it either, at least not yet. The assassin. To understand what Kobe Bryant was asking Tatum, you have to first understand exactly who was asking it. Kobe Bean Bryant spent 20 years with the Los Angeles Lakers. 5 championships, 18 All-Star selections, 1 MVP, 2 Finals MVPs, 81 points in a single game.
Kobe! Oh! Up high! Down hard! Kobe Bryant!
But the stats don't capture what made him terrifying. He called himself the Black Mamba.
The idea is a very simple one. And, the Mamba mentality simply means trying to be the best version of yourself. That's what the mentality means. It means every day you're trying to become better. And it's a constant quest. It's an infinite quest.
After the most dangerous, precise, strike-first snake on the planet. That wasn't branding. That was biography. His former teammate and rival, Richard "Rip" Hamilton, said Bryant had the killer instinct at 15 and 16 years old, before the NBA, before the championships, before the world knew his name. Kobe didn't become an assassin. He arrived as one. Chris Bosh told this story himself. On the very first day of practice with the 2008 Olympic team, he walked down to breakfast thinking he was early. Kobe was already there at the table, with ice bags on both knees. He had already been to the gym and back. The team hadn't even boarded the bus yet.
So the goal was to be the first one at breakfast. So I set my alarm. I make sure I'm up by sunrise. I get out of bed. I put on my gear and I head downstairs. But when I get there, Kobe's already there with ice packs on his knees, drenched in sweat. Now, it took me a minute to figure it out, but this guy wasn't only awake before me. He had already worked out.
ESPN reported a separate account from the same training camp. While teammates came back from a night out in Las Vegas, Kobe made sure he was standing in the hotel lobby, heading to the gym, so they could see him on their way in. Dwayne Wade said it plainly. He was like, I just finished a workout, and I'm about to go do another one.
As we walking down, slubbing with sleep in our eyes, Kobe Bryant is sitting there with ice on his knees already, right? So we walk up to Kobe, we like, Kobe, what's up? And he was like, yeah, man, I just finished a workout, and I'm about to go do another one.
That Mamba mentality wasn't a book title. It was a way of life. His words, just trying to get better every single day. And the core of that mentality, the thing that separated him from the other greats, was sacrifice. Not sacrifice in the abstract, not the Instagram version, real sacrifice. The kind where people in your life stop understanding you, where being great means becoming something the people around you can no longer fully reach. A lot of people won't understand what you do. Kobe said that, not as a warning, as a guarantee. The meeting. Jayson Tatum grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, watching Kobe Bryant on YouTube. His words, Kobe was the reason I started playing basketball. He always was and will be my favorite player of all time.
Everybody knows Kobe Bryant's my favorite player. I just remember watching him on the TV and, just knowing I want to be just like him. Getting to meet Kobe and, work out with him on a really personal level, it was like a dream come true.
He watched the footwork, the fadeaway, the shimmy. He tried to replicate everything, those post moves, the mid-range pull-up from the elbow. When Tatum finished his rookie year with the Celtics in 2018, he didn't go on vacation, he called his idol.
Boy, is that been one of his great moves. Oh, Tatum! Gorgeous move to the basket.
Tatum later said working out with Kobe was, besides his son being born, the best day of his life. And in that gym, in those sessions, Kobe didn't just teach him footwork, he taught him something harder. Tatum later recalled the conversation that changed him. Ahead of the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, the first Olympics since Kobe's death, he opened up in detail. I remember one talk. It might have been after a game, and he was saying that a lot of people won't understand what you do. He said, what I mean by that is, the ones that really want to be great and really want to be special, really take that whatever it takes mentality. He told me it takes sacrifice, because the ultimate question is about how much are you willing to give up to be great. That question landed differently on Tatum than it would have on anyone else, because Tatum had grown up watching Kobe pay that price on the court in real time, and he had chosen to model everything about his game on the man asking it. This wasn't advice from a stranger. It was a warning from the person he had decided to become. He wasn't warning Tatum away from that path. He was asking if Tatum had the stomach for it. The honest answer in 2018 was, nobody knew yet. Too polished. Here's the thing about Jayson Tatum that the critics never fully forgave him for. He was just too good too soon, in the wrong way. He arrived in the NBA looking like the finished product. The footwork, the fadeaway, that shimmy Kobe himself had been running for 20 years. The IQ, the poise. But Kobe's game wasn't just polished, it was dangerous. It had teeth. You didn't just watch Kobe score on you. He made you feel it. He stared you down. He wanted you to know he was hunting you.
He said, first play of the game, I know what they're gonna run. And he knew Powell's gonna be the last screen. And he said, I'm running through that motherfucker.
He just went right to the middle of my chest, tried to get right through me to send a message. Not just to me, but to his teammates. Say, hey, this might be my brother. I play with him, we're close, but I don't care about anything else by winning.
For years, the criticism was the same. Tatum plays too safe. Too pretty. He finds the open man when the great man would take the shot.
Tatum's got to go in a hurry. He pulls up. Yes, sir!
He gives you aesthetics when Kobe would give you the jugular. When the Celtics went to the NBA Finals for the first time in over a decade in 2022 against Golden State, Tatum was the best player on the team, the one everyone counted on to seize the moment. He averaged 21.5 points on 36.7% shooting.
Tatum pulls back, guarded by Looney. The spin move, the drive, the layup, rolls around and drops through.
Boston lost in 6 games. The critics were merciless. For a generation of NBA fans who had grown up watching Kobe will a team to victory through sheer force of will, Tatum's passive stretches felt like a betrayal of his own talent. In Game 1 of that 2022 series, Tatum shot 3 for 17 from the field. He recorded 13 assists. The Celtics won.
Tatum drives inside, off the glass.
That should have been celebrated as brilliant evolution. Instead, it became Exhibit A in the case against him. Is he a superstar? Skip Bayless called him out by name. Sports radio declared him a pretender. And the most damning word kept coming back. Passive. The ones that really want to be great take that whatever it takes mentality. Tatum heard that criticism. All of it. He said so. The 51-point night. May 2023. Boston versus Philadelphia. Second round of the playoffs. The series is tied 2-2, and Jayson Tatum is disappearing. Game 5. He starts 0 for 6. The shots are there. His feet are in the right place. The fadeaway Kobe built into him is misfiring. He finishes with 14 points. Boston loses. The Celtics are now 1 game from going home. Game 6. He misses 14 of his first 15 shots. Not 1, not 5, 14. His season could end in 4 minutes. Then with 4 minutes left, season on the line, the TD Garden holding its breath. He hits 4 straight threes. Boston forces Game 7.
Here's Tatum. Fires over Embiid. Got it! Finally, Tatum connects from deep.
Now he had one more game, one more chance against the reigning MVP Joel Embiid in a building on fire. He told reporters afterward what happened the night before Game 7. He stopped forcing it. He stopped being tight. He said, "Today, I was more myself. Yesterday, pre-game, I was relaxed, laughing, joking, and that's when I play my best, when I'm having fun." That is Kobe's lesson, distilled. The sacrifice isn't grimacing through it, it's releasing the outcome, letting the years of work carry you instead of carrying the fear yourself. First quarter, Tatum scores Boston's first basket. Then again. 11 points in the first 12 minutes. Philadelphia's bench can feel it. The crowd can feel it.
Tatum drives, Tatum finishes.
He can do that all afternoon.
Embiid, the MVP, the man everyone said would end Boston's season, is a spectator. 25 points by halftime. Third quarter, Boston goes on a 33-10 run. It stops being a basketball game. It becomes a statement. Final score, Boston 112, Philadelphia 88. Tatum, 51 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. He was 17 for 28 from the field, 6 for 10 from 3. The most points scored ever in a Game 7 in NBA history.
Step back, another three, puts it in! Jayson Tatum is scorching right now!
More than Larry Bird, more than Michael Jordan, more than Kobe. Kobe Bryant told them, the ones that really want to be great, take that whatever it takes mentality. This is what that looks like. Not the 81-point regular season game, not the clean performance where everything goes right from the jump. The whatever it takes version looks like this. You miss 14 of your first 15 shots in a must-win game, you choose to come back. You wake up the next morning and decide to play free. And then you put 51 on the reigning MVP in a Game 7. The price. By 2024, Jayson Tatum had led the Boston Celtics to a 64-win regular season.
Tatum and Antetokounmpo, the superstar, step back three on the way. Oh, it banks in! Jayson Tatum puts Boston on top.
The best record in the NBA. He was first-team All-NBA. He was the unquestioned star of the best team in basketball. And he walked into his second NBA Finals shooting the basketball like a man under siege. The noise was deafening. Sports media called him a choker. Twitter had already written the obituary. The national consensus was forming in real time. Tatum cannot win the big one. Gary Washburn of the Boston Globe told Tatum at the Finals Media Day, "You are the most scrutinized player in the NBA this postseason." Tatum smiled. He said, "They wouldn't talk about me if I wasn't good." But the sacrifice Kobe was talking about doesn't only happen on the court. It happens in the spaces nobody films. It was happening in Paris that same summer. 2 months after Tatum had just done the thing everyone said he couldn't do. He had won the championship, he had won the ring, and none of it protected him from what came next. Tatum came to the Paris Olympics as an NBA champion, first team All-NBA, and he sat. Coach Steve Kerr's lineup ran through LeBron James, Stephon Curry, and Kevin Durant. Tatum's role shrank dramatically. He received 0 minutes in both games against Serbia, including the semifinal, and one of the biggest stories of Team USA's gold medal run became why the reigning NBA champion and first-team All-NBA forward wasn't playing more. Charles Barkley said publicly there was no reason Tatum shouldn't be playing. Bob Cousy, 96 years old, called it inexplicable. Even Tatum's own Celtics teammate Jrue Holiday said it was weird. Tatum described it later. "I couldn't process it. I couldn't understand. Being first-team All-NBA? His mother expressed her frustration publicly. The internet roared. It felt humiliating. He won the gold medal anyway. He said, "I stayed ready and did what was asked of me. I won a gold medal, right?" That wasn't the answer of a broken man. That was the answer of a man learning, slowly, painfully, what sacrifice actually looks like from the inside. Kobe's question had an answer now, but Tatum was about to find out that answering it once wasn't enough. Greatness doesn't ask you the question once. It keeps asking and asking again. The answer. The Celtics led Dallas 3-1. They needed just one more win to close it out, at home, in front of their fans. For Tatum, it was the moment Kobe's question had been building toward for 6 years. Tatum scored 31 points. He added 11 assists. He became the first player in Celtics franchise history to record 30 points and 10 assists in an NBA Finals game.
Tatum the drive, Tatum the finish. Timeout Dallas.
Boston won, 106-88. Banner 18 was theirs. After the game, his 6-year-old son Deuce told him he was the best in the world. Tatum said, "You're damn right I am." That moment broke something open, because that wasn't a quote for the cameras. That was the person Kobe had been asking him to find. Kobe taught Tatum the fadeaway. He taught him the footwork, the post moves, that step back move. Tatum replicated all of it so well that people called him the next Kobe before he'd proven he had Kobe's heart. The heart wasn't about being loud or aggressive or scary. It was about enduring, about staying in the fire. The final shooting slumps, the Olympics benching, the 6 years of scrutiny, and not letting it change what you were doing or why you were doing it. It takes sacrifice. The sacrifice wasn't one moment. It was thousands of moments where Tatum chose the work over the comfort, the team over the stat line, the gold medal bench over the Instagram post about disrespect. And when it was over, when the confetti fell at TD Garden and Banner 18 was real, the people who had questioned him the loudest went quiet. Kobe Bryant died on January 26, 2020, at 41 years old. He was in a helicopter with his daughter Gianna on the way to his girls' basketball game when the aircraft crashed in Calabasas, California. He never saw Tatum win the championship, never saw that 31-point Game 5 performance, never saw his student finally give the full answer to the question. When Team USA prepared for the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, the first Olympics since Kobe's death, Tatum wore Kobe's number 10 jersey. He said, "With this being the first Olympics since we lost him, it holds that much more value. It's not something I take lightly. He was carrying the weight. That was the point. That was always the point." Maybe Kobe knew exactly what Tatum would become, or maybe he just knew what it cost. And he asked the question anyway, knowing that only the ones who could answer it would ever understand why he asked. Welcome to Rattling the Rim. Thank you for watching. It genuinely means everything that you're here. Drop your takes in the comments. Tell us the moment Kobe's question made sense to you. I read every one. Subscribe, turn on those notifications. The next one is already waiting for you. Rattling the Rim is where the truth shatters the backboard.